Alright guys, so each year your class presents its mathematics portfolio to parents and community members, kind of like student-led conferences. This year your homeroom is in charge of the refreshments for the reception that follow the presentations. So 4 students in the class give their recipes for punch. The class decides to analyze the recipes to determine which punch recipe will make the punch with the strongest grapefruit flavor. I don't know about you, but punch with grapefruit sounds disgusting. The recipes are shown below. How many total parts are there in each recipe? So we have 4 parts and 8 parts. So you have to figure out how many total parts in there. So go ahead and press pause and figure that out. So we wrote out total parts there. Check your answers. For each recipe, write a ratio that compares the number of parts of grapefruit juice to the total number of parts in each recipe. Then simplify each ratio if possible. So you're going to want to write, I'll do a legend for you. You're going to want to write, go back to your recipes, number of parts grapefruit over total parts. All right, go back and do that. Alright, so looking at Adam's recipe, you notice that it's 8 parts grapefruits out of 12 total parts. And they asked us to simplify. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 4. 8 divided by 4 gives me 2. And 12 divided by 4 gives me 3. So his recipe is 2/3 part grapefruit juice. Next you have Bobby. Bobby is 5 to 8 total parts. Now here, to decide which has the strongest taste of grapefruit out of Adam and Bobby, how would you figure that out? How would you figure out how much grapefruit is in each recipe? So that's something you need to figure out with your table. Go. Our next question is, for each recipe, write a ratio that compares the number of parts of lemon lime soda to the total number of parts in each recipe. And they do a handy dandy nice job right there of giving us the total parts. So go ahead in your notes, and Adam's lemon lime is 4 out of total parts of 12. I'm going to reduce top and bottom by 4, and I'll get 1/3. Bobby's recipe is 3 parts lemon lime out of 8 parts. I cannot reduce that. Carlos's recipe is 2 parts out of 5. I cannot reduce that. And Zeb's part is 1 part lemon lime out of 5 total parts. Now you need to figure out which recipe has the strongest taste of lemon lime soda. One way you would have to do that is either compare the fractions or break them down into decimals and find the recipe that has the most lemon lime. Go ahead and do that now, and we'll check it in your notes on Monday. Alright guys, so right here we're talking about rates. It's a new vocab word, so make sure to write this down. So we've been writing ratios and comparing parts like we did with the punch problem. We did the number of grapefruit to the total number of parts, or number of lemon lime to total number of parts. So recall that in a ratio, the units of the numbers being compared are the same, for instance, part to part. A rate is a ratio in which the units of the parts being compared are different. So maybe you've heard like a rate talk about like miles per hour. That's a rate because maybe he or she drives 60 miles per 1 hour. Notice how I used a dash versus the word per. That's a rate. You're comparing 2 things, but they're different. You know, you're not comparing 6 boys students to 6 girls students. You know, it's 2 completely different things. From here, go ahead and download the homework and try it. It's in the Math Docs under Unit 2 assignments, and it's page 25 and 26. Go ahead and give it a go and email me with any questions.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.